Afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Melinda Jacobs. I am a restoration coach. I help people move through and beyond past traumas, helping them find their very best future selves today. For those of you who follow me, you know that I have been deep down the rabbit hole with Dr. Joe Dispenza and have gone to a 7-day retreat in July. I went to an advanced follow-up in September. I am hosting a Walk for the World group here in Aurora, Colorado, October 12th. And I wanted to share with you my experience of a coherence healing that just blew my socks off. So for those of you who don't know, coherence healing is when people get together and they raise their energy and get into heart and mind coherence, and it creates an energetic field that allows the body to reorganize itself into a higher level of health and well-being. And so people gather around someone who's receiving this healing energy and sends the energy to that person. And then at the end, we send it back to ourselves. So it's just about creating a field of healing. Basically a field of love. Love heals all things, right? And so that's what a coherence healing is. That's a very short version of it. If you want to understand more, I highly recommend you read the book Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. So at the retreats, when you sign up, you can volunteer to receive a coherence healing. And some of you know, I a couple years ago was diagnosed with autism, and have for my whole life really struggled in some interesting ways as a result of that. And I did ask to be a healee during those retreats. I was not accepted, and that's okay, because as a healer, the people who are sending can receive healings themselves. So just being in the room, being in the energy is pretty profound for everybody involved. And there's a local group here in my community, and they are doing some coherence healings under the very direct, very specific direction of Dr. Joe. And when I went for my first time, I was very hesitant to put my name in to be a recipient of coherence healing. And so I initially said no. I don't need that. Other people need it more than I do, was what I was saying. Autism, I was minimizing my experience. Autism's not that big of a deal. As much as I hate being told I'm highly functional, I can function relatively well most of the time, and it's not debilitating for me. And then there was a second opportunity where someone asked me again, do you want to be a coherence healy recipient? And this internal push, like, yeah, do it, Melinda, put your name in. So I said yes. Now, I have talked to people who have received coherence healings from the retreats in the past, and one of them shared with me that there's a moment where the Healies are in the room with Dr. Joe before all the healers come into the room, and that his instruction is to, your only job is to know that you're worthy. And that just had such a profound impact on me. And since hearing that from my client, I was like, wow, what would it be like to go through the world, to go through my day, knowing I'm worthy of healing, worthy of receiving abundance, worthy of a loving relationship, worthy of a lifestyle that supports me in every way. What would it be like to know I'm worthy? And that was really a big deal. And so as I got chosen to receive a coherence healing, that's where I went. I'm like, okay, I just need to lay here and know I'm worthy. So many, many years ago, I was at John of God, and I have received spiritual psychic surgery. I know what that feels like. Just want to kind of put that into the field before things went sideways in Brazil, because things went sideways in Brazil. So fast forward, this happened a couple of weekends ago. I'm a recipient, I'm laying down, people are around me, the energy's turning to me. And my intention was to receive healing around having autism, whatever that meant, not to meaning to make it go away, because I don't, there's some benefits about it that I really love, but some of the struggles that I experienced, I wanted healing around that. So I literally felt this part of my skull being taken off, like literally felt this part of my brain cap, the brain bucket, literally coming off. I felt my brain exposed and I could feel my brain getting rewired. That's the only way I can explain it is I literally felt open brain surgery. My brain was getting rewired while all of this was happening around me. And at the end of the experience of the coherence healing, I remember putting my hand up to my head several times, trying to make sure that my skull was back on, that my brain was actually covered because it felt open and exposed. And I even came out, I think I even said, it's covered, right? Like there's like my brain's not exposed. And the people who were sending me the energy, who were the healers during the coherence healing, had no idea what my intention is. And for a lot of us during the coherence healings, it's not about the condition. It's just about knowing wholeness is right in front of us. And so I came out and I was like, wow, I just had brain surgery. And it was wild. It was so wild. But what was even more interesting is the days after that, and this is how it feels that my experience of autism has healed to some degree, is when the electricity goes out and everything gets really, really quiet, you didn't realize that electrical hum that was there until the power went out. It was like that. It was like a radio station that had a lot of static. And all of a sudden, the radio station got dialed in and it was super clear. Ever since that coherence healing, there has been a clarity in my mind. There has been an absence of static in my mind. And there has been, wow, I am receiving information more than I ever have. I am seeing stuff with my clients more clearly than I ever have. It is a profound shift. Do I still feel like I have the experience of autism? Yeah, like that's still very present for me. But something shifted in that coherence healing. It was very, very interesting. Open brain surgery, something got rewired. I am now in my mind receiving clarity and receiving messages unlike I've ever received. So I just want to wrap this up with, anything's possible, truly, truly. And I've been so blessed in my life to have experienced mystical experiences even way before I ever met Dr. Joe. I've been having them my whole life. And this one was definitely one of the most amazing ones. So thank you for listening to this story. If this inspires you to seek out information about what's possible, what's available, please leave a comment, ask me questions. Can't recommend getting to one of these retreats enough. It's so worth it. I am so grateful for my experience. So much love to you. Blessings, blessings. Know that anything is possible. Truly, truly. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Be kind.